Herkese merhaba arkadaşlar. Witcher 3 Wild'dan serimizin yeni bir bölümüyle karşınızdayım.
Evil is evil. Lesser, greater, middling, makes no difference. If I'm to choose between one evil and another, I'd rather not choose at all.
What are you doing?
Killing monsters.
Arkadaşlar Witcher 3 Wild'dan serimizin 34. bölümündeyiz. Bugün geçen bölümde de bahsettiğim gibi sizlere kabare ardından vakit kalırsa bir ölüm kalım meselesi kayıt süreme göre veya daha basit bir görev yapacağımızı söylemiştim. Şimdi kabare görevi için Dandelion'la buluşacağız.
I know, which is exactly why I'm considering.
You're always considering. If it's not one thing, it's another. Let me know when you finally decide.
Ne oluyor lan?
I haven't the strength to go.
What was that about?
She spat in my face. Or might as well have. Called me a whoremonger and a witless hack. Can you imagine? Wit is my forte.
Gotta say, Priscilla's really growing on me.
Save it.
And why don't you save your pouting? Prove to her she's wrong.
Exactly what I plan to do. I've always dreamed of having my own cabaret. A bit of paint and plaster, and this place will do splendidly. Just one hitch. I need coin. So, if you happen to get a break between...
Sana borç para versem olmaz mı?
How much do you need? Maybe I can lend you.
Aynen 18.000 kronum var.
Geralt, but I refuse to take a single crown from you. You know what they say. Fastest way to lose a friend's to loan him some coin. But a favor, that's different.
What kind of favor?
I dated this girl once, Sophronia. That's a name if you can believe it. Has a merchant for a father, importer of spices from Zerrikania. And Daddy Dear would never refuse his daughter. We can borrow the coin.
Çağrışım yaptım.
Name rings a bell. Isn't this the woman you abandoned without saying a word? Stepped out for a bottle of...
I bought that wine for a reason.
Long time ago, that.
Been away a while, sure. Which is why I need to draw on your...
Fine. Tell me what you want. Got a feeling you've...
Sophronia could still be holding a grudge after our unfortunate parting. But with a touch of help from you...
What's this help entail?
First of all, we need to borrow a dull sword from Madame Irina, one of her props. You know, the kind they use during performances? Get that, then meet me out.
Hadi ya. Yapalım.
Fine, but...
Geralt, the only butts in this plan will be the ones filling my seats. It'll work. Get the sword from Madame Irina and meet me outside.
Ulan Dandelion. İşin gücün şova.
You always wear tight.
What's he schemed up this time?
Madame Irina da bir şey istemese bari kılıç için ya. Madame Irina bari bir şey istemese diyorum gençler kılıç için. Şunu yap bunu yap artık bıktım ya.
Oh, you still here? I read one look is all it takes to get scabs.
Bu şey değil mi lan bizim Queen?
Do not. I've worked up quite the appetite. Not come any closer.
Bu bizim şey ya Queen kraliçe.
So good to see you.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props.
Mine?
I don't know.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it.
Bunu mu almamız gerekiyor şu an elimizi? Neyse şimdi almayalım elimize de.
The second sword. Is it in case the first one?
Şimdi almayacağım elime çünkü karşıma kim çıkar belli olmaz. Novigrad'da her yerde birileri çıkıyor. Tamam, bu saat okey herhalde. Gece yarısı olmasına gerek yok. Heh, oldu.
Fine. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's...
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right.
Are you serious? That's your brilliant plan?
I never called it brilliant, but any kind of plan is better than none. Written your lines already,
You've written what?
so you know what to say during the performance. Here, and your mask. Put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Tremble, flaxen-haired wench. Bow before the Prince of Thieves.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Tipe bak.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
No, not the Crimson Avenger.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Dandelion!
On guard!
I mean, Crimson Avenger!
You're better than I thought.
Ya artık ne yapacağım ben anlamadım bir şey. Tamam. Bir iki darbe mi almam gerekiyor?
The Crimson Avenger triumphs again.
Ha, oldu mu? Okey.
Are you well?
Dandeline'a vurmadım ne kadar
One
tahtada
blow
olsa.
struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
Lan ya. Gençler geldim ve meditasyon yaptım. Şimdi şey yapacağız. Dandeline'la buluşacağız.
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. We'll start
Bayağı canı
with a
atıyor.
lovely duet.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will.
Aynen.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
Seçenekleri söylesene bir dakika bir.
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his... Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion would like. Get up. You've known him longer. Say something.
Bence Dandelion tiyatroya akar. Kabare.
You're both stage artists, and cabaret's a form of theater. Interior should reflect that.
A wonderful choice it is. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well, guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business.
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
Evet, bence de öyle.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. I certainly hope he's not gotten into...
Anything's possible with Dandelion.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face.
Hadi gidelim.
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiance. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her... Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She...
Sen bu anahtarı nereden biliyorsun
You know
abi?
she keeps a spare key around here.
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her often.
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter and start...
Hadi bulalım o zaman anahtarı. Ne yapacağız? Ha,
Make you sick.
burada mı?
Damn it.
Şurada kaya var, kaya.
Not here.
Kayanın altında değil mi? Orada olduğuna emindim lan halbuki. Burada. Hah.
The key.
Açalım kapıyı. Hah.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Shut off, or I'll split your skull.
Bence
My
de.
friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Korktu bir tık.
Right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
Ben de
You
var
said
ya.
that. Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt, but its open saltedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her ass around brothels. Get out of here, both of you. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
Amma boş
So,
konuşuyor.
what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Oh. Suppose. In that case.
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Hadi görüşürüz. Bunu da hallettik.
I'm off. I'll catch up to you.
Haydi görüşürüz. Aynen. Ben halletseydim daha çabuk olur da.
Skipped all that talking if you'd left it to me.
What, so you could smack him? Stop to think how Polly react to that? Think she'd be thrilled? What if he smacked you back and won?
Ha, aynen. Öyle bir şey olamazdı.
So, time.
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version.
Ben afişleri alırım, sen
I'll
bir
go see
vereyim.
Rotlick. You head back to the Roseman.
Really?
No, said that for the hell of it.
Portside.
See you soon.
Tamam. Şimdi de oraya gideceğiz. Ulan var ya, bu Dandelion için yapmadığımız şey kalmadı ha. Tamam ama o da şimdi Siri'ye bakmış. Yardımcı olmuş. Her ne kadar olamasa da. Değil mi? Ve gençler, bu Raudek denen herifin yanına geldik. Ne oluyor lan burada?
Looking for Rotlick.
You ain't alone. Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape my...
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off.
Take what you want. I'm just here for some placards.
You deaf? Didn't you hear me? This is all mine now. Fuck off, freak.
And here I thought we'd resolve this peacefully.
Yani adam gibi dursanız hiçbir şey yok.
What you want? Damn it!
Allah Allah.
Placards.
There ain't no plowing
Evet, düzgünce söyleseydiniz ya, adam nerede onu söyle.
Rotlick,
Hah.
where's he?
Same place as always. Vagel.
See, wasn't that easy? Could have said so right away.
Gençler, Bagel malikanesi diyor. Oraya şimdi 1100. Ben oraya gideyim hızlıca, ondan sonra görüşürüz orada.
Well, Rotlick, seems you're a considerable sum in the red, but you shan't back out on that account, eh?
Won't have much of a choice before long.
Come now, old sport. We can't allow that. Who'd I wager with then, eh?
Ha.
Listen, here's what we'll do. We'll make one more bet, and if you win, I'll pay your debts.
Bu adam bayağı sağlam herhalde ha.
What do you say?
And if I lose,
One worry at a time, old chum.
you'll not find much.
Gençler, şöyle bir şey yapacağım. Görüntü benim pek hoşuma gitmedi. Biraz daha güneş açsa fena olmaz. Evet, süper. Gel lan buraya. Buçukluk.
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and mark.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I...
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back.
Ne var ki? Ha.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up,
Aynen.
get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for
Aa,
all
kölesi
time.
olacaksın yani. Şöyle yapalım mı? Aynen, ben senin için yarışayım.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll
Sen
bet
bana
on
oyna,
me,
kazan, boş.
win, pay.
You're that good at...
Far from the worst. Go tell the count you accept.
Aynen öyle. Şu şekilde dinlendireyim de bizim Roach'u. Yoksa bitişe yakın ölecek. Bu sefer kaybederiz. Herhalde bu dayanıklılık beni bitişe kadar götürür. Şurada zaten bitiş. Evet, tamam. Afişler geldi. Geldi, afişler geldi.
Thank you. I never expected this.
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
Hı.
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time. Just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Yine burada
Fine. See you there.
bahislere karışıp şey yapma da benim sinirlerimi bozma sonra. Bahislere karışırsın sonra, yine paranın hepsini bitirirsin. Ustaca yapımı eğer aldık mesela gençler. Bakayım bir buna bir. Evet. 35-50 demek. Bizimki General Boris'in kendi özel yeri ya. Daha sağlam. İyi tecrübe puanı aldık ha, bakayım. 16 olmamıza daha varmış ama. Gerçi daha kabareyi bitirmedik ya. Kabareyi bitirelim, muhtemelen iyi bir tecrübe puanı verir bize. Tamam. Hadi gidelim. Biberiye ve kekik. İçeriden güzel sesler geliyor ha.
We start in G major and
Oo, güzel olmuş ha.
I love it, especially the accoutrements on the wall. What about Rotlick? Did you?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great, the best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Aynen, biberiye ve
Never
kekik değil mi?
mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary and thyme wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all.
Öyle diyorsan. Koreografi ne oldu bizim
What
Poli?
about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't, but Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers.
Arkada da baykuş var.
On their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Açılış ne zaman?
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Güzel olmuş ha mekan. Benim
Seems
bir
like
hoşuma
cabaret
gitti.
dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
İçeriz
Why
ya.
not?
Why
That's my
not?
boy.
Geralt.
The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking,
He's all right.
and she say anything about me?
Aynen, senin mantıklılığını övdü.
She said something that made me think she's not intimidating.
Ulan Geralt ya.
What?
That you're responsible. Got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time.
Kendi bir de şaşırdı ya.
One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophia?
Ugh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't?
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am?
Ulan ya. Ben de öyle sanmıştım valla.
She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time, you know.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla! She's
What? Speak, man.
badly been attacked. They took her to Valmerius Hospital.
Attacked?
Nasıl lan?
She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Oğlum durduk yere
Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
I'd say that's certain. The condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon,
Ay.
but you are a relative?
kıza ne yapmışlar lan?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxford.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
Soygun ve asrarım
This was
saldırı.
no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
Nasıl ya?
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart?
Oha.
You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Çok haklı ya harbi.
I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing.
Aynen
Come on,
öyle.
Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied.
Hı hı.
No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him.
Morga
Think they'll
girelim mi?
let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also
The sewers. Travel them often, Doctor?
as often as required for the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Hazırım. Hadi gidelim. Seri gidelim.
Ready and intrigued.
Gençler videonun başında
Daddy
bahsettim.
did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Himmelfart himself.
Thanks.
Videonun başında söz ettiğim Tris görevini erteliyorum. Bunu yapacağız. Bakın neymiş görev.
Preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious.
Bu niye böyle lan? Bu görevde kalmaması lazımdı. Heh bu mu? Tamam. Şehvet günahlarından devam ediyoruz gençler.
I'd hear that.
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Doktor bir ayak altından çekil be. Aa su cadısı. Oğlum bu 17 level falan, daha ileride de gark olanlar var. Ben şunu bir yaparım. Hı hı. Ne bağırıyorsun lan? Oğlum bak senin yüzünden öleceğim ya. Geri zekalı herif. Beyinsiz herif ya. Oho. İyi bari. Süper. Sen neye vuruyorsun? Bir dakika dur bir ya. Vurduğun damage vermiyor zaten adama. Ayak altından bir çekil gözünü seveyim ya. Hah. Burası tamam. Şurada da biz 2 tane daha var.
Give it to me straight. No sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal. It's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Treveret. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder.
Bir dakika doktor. Hah. Şöyle. Buradan öyle mi?
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Ahşap oymacısı bir cücenin cesedi. Tamam. Bu adam.
Calluses on the fingers. Sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Başla.
Where?
Priscilla'da başta sıkıntılar vardı, onlara
Look
bak.
at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance.
İy. Göz yuvalarını incele.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wound,
Ay hayattaymış bir daha. Ağzının içine bakalım.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
just like Priscilla's.
Evet. Ses borusu kesilmiş.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer, I believe he performed a tracheotomy.
Kurban çabuk ölmesin diye soluk borusu ameliyatı yapmış adam. Düşün. 3.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage. And a scar the length of his stomach.
Göğüs yara izini inceleyelim.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
Ne yapıyorsun lan? O ne?
An egg from an amphibian. Salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses.
Allah Allah.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin. An incision. But the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. And oh,
Karnını aç bakalım.
Open the abdominal cavity.
due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt. Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde.
Bir yenilik.
Medical novelty. Heavily
Evet.
diluted, it's remarkable at preserving
Asitten daha
organic
tarif
tissue.
edici. İşte bunu şeye geçirmiş. Priscilla'ya geçirmiş.
Destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay.
Onun gerek yok daha fazlasına ya. Bence de yeterince şey öğrendik.
Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what the...
Şey işte ya, evet. Bir sebep yok adliyenin bir ardından sonuç bende kalsa daha iyi. Ayinsel bir cinayetmiş bence de.
Some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets. Cavity where the heart should be. Scalding liquid.
A fire eternal.
Aynen.
It's a lead worth following.
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Wright, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy. But I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by.
Ahşap amelsinin cesedi nerede bulundu, bu önemli.
It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate of Far Corners. That poor Trebyra. But the wood carver, Eustace, the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the
Out of the question. Show.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route. Covering my own arms. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. You didn't give that a thought. Well, While I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hanged. So,
Thank you.
Nathaniel,
Kim o?
who is he?
A scoundrel, a rogue, like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Aynen öyle, ebedi ateş
Before
işte.
they ever put on the robes.
True in
Aynen.
his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer, delighted especially in
Allah
torturing
Allah.
women. Later, hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and
Aynen, onu tanısaydın devamında gezmezdik.
Corner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Seni sıkıştırmayacağım, yeteneğine ben karar veririm. Seni sıkıştırmayacağım ya, tamam.
Thank you. I have nothing to hide.
O şey,
What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there.
And I'll keep my eye.
aynen gözüm üzerinde. Şimdi de gençler, şöyle söyleyeyim, benim bu şehvet günahları bayağı bir uzayacak. O yüzden ben burada bir nokta alıyorum. Bir sonraki bölümde buradan devam edeceğim. Bu görevin uzunluğuna göre diğer görevlere akarız. Video bu kadar arkadaşlar. Umarım video hoşunuza gitmiştir. Aşağıdan videoya like atmayı, kanalıma abone değilseniz de abone olup beni desteklemeyi unutmayın. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.